welcome back. I'm so excited because we're on the new camera right now. I love this little guy, but we're not going to be on him 24/7 and he's not going to be overworked. So welcome back. I'm very excited. I just finished a reading vlog for last week and now we're getting into like a short one. I'm saying short because I think I'm going to be able to read pretty quickly in this book, and it's a book that I picked in my reading vlog and I'm very excited to be showing it. Let me get it. This reading vlog is all gonna be about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I have this for my TBR for September. I forgot what month it was, and I'm very excited to read this. But if you weren't there to watch it, I know everything about Harry Potter. I am like a fanatic. You know, I love Harry Potter, but I've never read the books fully. I read, I believe, the first two. I've never gotten farther. Like, this was the book that I read because it's water damaged for some reason. I don't know. It is on my Kindle, which is really nice too, so that I can like read it at work or something. I wanted to fully actually read this series, and I figured I could start now and I can read one book or two books next month, also on my 25 books of 2025 for Harry Potter. If you're not aware, the Sorcerer's Stone is when Harry Potter goes into Hogwarts and he finds out like about magic and wizards and what Hogwarts is, everything, but there's something going on with the Sorcerer's Stone. I'm gonna start it tonight. I'm gonna unpack and shower. Okay, it's not on my TV anymore, but I was watching Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow is one of my favorite Halloween movies. So I got that on and we're just gonna have a relaxing, cozy night. I'm gonna get through this as much as possible. And I feel like if I get through majority of my TBR, I can start the next book. Yay, I'm so freaking excited. This again for like the 20th time. It wasn't like, I thought the camera wasn't doing its justice. I have a little update on this book. I'm not too far into it, but I'm on page 61 and I'm on chapter 5. I forgot, like, the feeling you get from Hogwarts. I'm sitting here reading and I'm getting goosebumps. Just like, it warms my heart knowing that Harry gets out of this family with the Dursleys and he actually finds a family. He makes friends, and they're not just friends, they're loved ones. It makes me want to cry because it makes me so freaking happy for him, because the situation he is in the beginning, I feel like the movies didn't encapsulate it. They definitely moved on from Muggle family really quickly. They were really awful to them, as him, especially in this book. There's a lot of bits where it's not just they don't like him and they don't want to give him what Dudley has, but it's more of they pretend he's not there, and there's times like when he gets punished, he doesn't get meals. It made me really upset when Uncle Vernon was going off on Hagrid and he was talking about how like Lily and James Potter, good that they died because they don't deserve to be in this world. And saying that in front of their kid, you must be a brave, narcissistic man to be able to say that. Knowing that Harry gets out of it is making me very happy. Love how Hagrid really summed up a lot of bits. It's so funny though, knowing the movie series and thinking of like the little clues in here that are kind of making me think of like the fuller plot and all of that. My battery died, but I don't even know what I was saying. I was just saying, yeah, that's that. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna need to charge this. I'm gonna keep reading this. I think it's only like 10. It's 10:37, so I'm gonna read for a little bit longer, I think, and then I'm gonna do some stuff I need to do in the morning. But loving it. I'm very happy that I'm reading it. Again, it's like a palette cleanser. I have a little bit of an update. I was reading all of today. My camera died and then I had to go and charge it, so I have been reading, and I just got back home from work. Work was extremely slow, so I was reading on my phone. We're on chapter 7. And it says I'm 35% done with the book, and I'm on page 121. I'm actually on page 113, so we have a little bit of a chunk in. I'm really loving, I love this book. Everyone's like, I feel like some people would be asking like, oh, why are you reading the books if you've already watched the movies? And my answer to that question, if someone was asking it, is I want more. And these books have them. I've heard for years from my friends who love Harry Potter and have read the books. They're like, oh, there's so much more detail, there's so much more character in the book. My favorite thing right now is being able to see those characters, because in the movies, like especially with Ginny's definitely a character which like I thought she was just so dry in the movies, and then in the books like everyone absolutely loves her. So I think reading this and getting that insight is making me like really happy. Loving Hagrid in this, and in the movies, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna be doing this entire time like I said, but Hagrid was like obviously sweet, but like the emotional impact that I have from this, I literally wanted to cry because Harry was so happy with the day that he had with Hagrid and how special he felt on his birthday because he didn't get it with his uncle and aunt. It just made me so happy for him because he got what he wanted, and he got to have, you know, gifts and have the day about him and have that. And also, there's this one bit where Harry's like in a store and Hagrid's outside and he's just like holding 2 ice cream cones like waiting for him, and I thought that was so freaking cute. I love Hagrid. He just sounds like such a sweet man, and their connection is there. I'm gonna talk about when Harry and Ron got into their compartment on the train together. Both of them definitely had some insecurities. Like I feel like Ron had insecurities about like his wealth, money, and Harry really shut them down and made him feel seen. He like told him like everything what he had to deal with, and then there was something about Harry dealing with some of his insecurities about like not knowing stuff. Boys and their children, and children can be awkward, and like, you know, sometimes you don't really know what to say, or it's just really awkward. And I feel like they did a really good job with how they were talking, how they were like, I don't know, just there together, and you could just see the connection automatically and their friendship automatically. Draco comes to their part of the train and is like, we should be friends, Harry, like you want to be like with the uptown. And Harry was like, yeah, no thank you. And then like this fight was about to happen, and I thought it was so funny because, well, it was really sad because Draco said something and then Ron and Harry got up and said, don't you dare ever say that. And I just love, they didn't even look at each other, they just got up because they were about to like protect one another, and they just met. Loved that. That's it. That's pretty much it. We're gonna get into the sorting hat, but I've been loving reading this. With this vlog, I want to do some fun activities. So like I have the Hogwarts video game on my Nintendo, and I wanted to update that with you guys because I've already told all y'all that I love that game, so I figured we could play it in this. I'm also gonna maybe hopefully watch the first movie with Dylan this week because I told him that I was reading it. We should watch the movie. I was like, duh, yeah. But we're also going to do a marathon. Like we were talking, he asked me if I wanted to do a marathon, and we've got some Harry Potter Legos to build as well, so we might do that soon. I'm very, very excited. I love doing that. Anyway, I am going to do those. I'm going to go to bed and hopefully get more reading in. Good morning, everyone. I look like a mess, but it's okay. I'm reading, and one of my favorite bits about this book, at least the first book, is when Snape and Harry first meet. And if you haven't read the books or like watched the movies, then this is basically kind of a spoiler. I mean, Snape says, what would I get if I added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood? And then Harry's like, what the heck is that? Well, it had like a deeper meaning, and Snape was just being like smart with it, because you'll see Snape's character's not a black or white type of character, obviously, and I'm talking to you guys like you don't know this, but like we all know he's not black and white. Like he's mixed, and he's like a morally gray character. The answer is, it's the Draught of Living Death. It's a powerful sleeping potion, causes a deep death-like slumber, and it's going to be stated in the books, so I think we're probably going to get to that. So the symbolic meaning, asphodel, I believe I'm saying that right, hopefully. Sorry, I'm making sure this is on me. I don't want this to be out of focus. I hate when things are out of focus. It literally stresses me out. Asphodel is a type of lily, and it symbolizes my regrets follow you to the grave or remembered beyond the tomb. Wormwood is a herb associated with bitter sorrow or can symbolize absence. And if you know Snape and his mom, this is where the spoilers come in. It means, and his message to Harry, like kind of secretly, is I bitterly regret Lily's death, and that is him saying I'm sorry for your mother's loss, for your mother's death. And I don't know, that part really gets me every single time. That's why I love Snape, because he did obviously some bad, but he did so much good with it. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna just anyways, that just happened. I'm loving this book though. I mean, it literally could be a 5 star. And all these books could be 5 stars. I mean, this is one of my favorite fantasy series, so no doubt about it. I'm finally using my little Turner thing. I think like my first year on BookTube, and I got it from this company, which thank you very much. I didn't really use it. Not that like it was bad or anything. I just didn't use it. And now I'm like sitting here eating, or I'm like doing my makeup yesterday, and I'm like, why am I not using this? Like I could literally read this and just click it. I'm on my Kindle, but I think I'm on the Potions Master, so we're talking about Snape right now, and we're going to that. But I do feel bad for Harry. He's getting like watched by everyone because he's famous and everyone wants to look at him, and I'm just like, this kid wants to go to school. It's really cute though. Hagrid's like, I want to know all about your first week. You want to come to have tea with me? Like, he's his father. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. We're gonna keep reading. They're doing this battle with Draco and Crabbe. Ron goes, well, Harry's like, what's a wizarding duel? And what do you mean you're my second? And then Ron goes, well, second's hard to take over if you die, said Ron, casually getting started at the last of his cold pie. Catching the look on Harry's face, he added quickly, but people only die in proper duels, you know, with real wizards. The most you and Malfoy will be able to do is send sparks at each other. Neither of you know enough magic to do any real damage. I bet he expected you to refuse anyway. And what if I wave my wand and nothing happens? Throw it away and punch him on the nose, Ron suggested. Hermione ignores him and spoke to Harry. I couldn't help overhearing what you and Malfoy were saying. Bet you could, Ron muttered. Oh, man. I haven't done, I don't think, any updating today. So actually, I don't even have anything to update on. I'm just kind of talking as much as I can about this book. I'm really so freaking glad I started this book. Okay, we are about 200-ish pages in. Right here on my Kindle, it says I'm 218 in, which is off. On page 203, it says, Harry had never in all his life had such a Christmas dinner. It's so sad. It's so sad. And I'm just gonna keep saying that in this book. It's so sad that he didn't get this, and the found family, like especially Hagrid in this is literally his dad. It was doing so much for him, and it's so sweet. Like he made him a flute, and on top of that he came to his Quidditch game and he asked about his first week, wanted to have tea with him. I felt so bad for Hermione because she is like a child and she just loves reading. She's very, you know, she knows her stuff. She was a little annoying and like getting in the boys' business, but they were so mean to her. She went and cried, and it just made me so sad. She wasn't trying to be harmful or anything. She's just a kid. She's just a kid. We probably have 106 left, and then we're done with this book. I want to try to finish it today, but Dylan's about to come over and we're gonna have a sleepover, and then tomorrow we're gonna go see the Conjuring movie. So it's gonna be, I don't know, we'll see if I can finish it tomorrow, but I am gonna be spending the day with Dylan. Like, Wednesdays are our days considering our work schedules. We don't really get to have a full day together, so that's why we have like so many sleepovers, and because like we only have like the night together. Wednesdays are always our full days, and I'm so excited to see him, and I'm so excited to see the Conjuring. Conjuring movie. Very excited. So that's why I'm not like too stressed about finishing this. If anything, I just have like a couple more days to finish it, and I'm loving this. Like, I want to get into the second book right after this, but I need to either get through a little bit more of House and Sky and Breath or start another book on my TBR to get through my TBR. Like, I do TBR videos, I need to get through the TBR. I don't get it through them. So I need to do that, but I really want to get into the second book. This is just so much fun to read too. If you haven't read the Harry Potter books yet, I definitely recommend. I mean, I'm not even done the first book yet, but I literally feel like a little kid reading this. I'm having such a good time reading it, and I don't want to stop reading it. Like, when I was eating, when I was getting ready for bed, doing my makeup, like all of that stuff, I was just reading this. So it's so much different from the movie. The movie left out so many little details, also characters, because in the movie it's like you always see the Golden Trio together, but it wasn't just the Golden Trio. Like, Neville is with them a lot. Same with Seamus, and Dean's in it a few times too. Like, those characters you don't even meet and don't even actually have a conversation with till like the fourth movie or something. That's that. I'm going to get ready for bed, go eat dinner, and just have a wonderful, relaxing night with Dylan. And that's gonna be that.
Do you want to stop the thing from getting that stone or not?
Autofocus.
Nice one, James!
There's a reason I can hear. I think I've known for a while. But I think you have too.
I'll go with you.
Kill the snake. Kill the snake and then it's just him.
Asked that we all contribute extra time to help you catch up to your peers. And before I teach you to pulso, I must know that you are prepared to handle it.
Don't even ask why I'm crying. I'm hoping this is focused. I have had so many issues with it focusing recently. It's honestly making me want to like get rid of this camera. It's fine now. I think I got it to a point where it's like, because I feel like if I put like, yeah, and then yeah, okay, I think it's good now. We're gonna end this video, but I do need to talk about this book. Haven't talked about it yet. I've been doing other activities. I'm so excited to start this little series because I personally love watching when YouTube or booktubers will focus on just one book and then make a bunch of activities on the side as they're reading that book. And with this book series, I can read, I can watch, and I can play. And I'm gonna keep doing that for all of these. This is going to be a 7-part series because there's 7 books in all. Did this hurt my love for the movies? Yes, because the movies left out so much, like a lot, and they changed a lot of roles of characters, and the 2 that I'm talking about is Neville and Hagrid, because Neville is kind of like a side character, like that silly character, which that is what he is in this book. There are so many times he's with them and they're talking and it's like, oh, it's Ron, it's Harry, Hermione, and Neville, and like especially in the forest, completely changed of characters. And it's like kind of frustrating because like I loved Neville in the movies, but he did not get enough screen time, especially for how important of a role he was. When he got points for Gryffindor, started crying. And I literally know that happens, but I don't know what it was. I literally started crying. This entire book made me so emotional, and it's because it's my childhood. I mean, I'm finally reading it. Feelings you get from Hogwarts just watching, and now I'm reading it, it just encapsulated it completely. It was a full circle moment. I literally loved it. The other character that I wanted to talk about was Hagrid, because Hagrid is such a dad in this book. There were multiple times he was like asking about his week and sending him letters, and it was so sweet. It was so adorable. Not that the Hagrid in the movies are it's a little different. If I could, I would rate this a 5-star. I don't want to give it a 5-star because I know there are going to be other books in this series that I love, but this is so good. I literally started crying. It had everything I wanted. It wasn't even, to me personally, it wasn't slow. It was at a good pace where we got a lot of Hogwarts. I loved it because you got to see them do their lessons, their classes, all these little side plots too that weren't in the movie, and I'm so glad that we got, because the characters just got like fleshed out and you got to see them. I think one of the things in the movies is like they always say Hermione's like a know-it-all, and I remember being an 11-year-old girl. Like, girls are mean. I mean, even now when I'm older, girls are mean, and I think it's hard when you're younger because you're more judgmental, I believe, just because, you know, like, for example, Hermione's getting really, really good grades. Like, I feel like girls her age would be really judgmental to her, and that makes me so sad. And in the book, like, when the boys were kind of bullying her, like, I just felt so bad for her because she was alone. She thought that she was helping. I just felt bad for her. And I'm so glad that she got Harry and Ron, and that they really did become friends, because I feel like she was having a hard time. And I really also loved how much more personality we got in the books. I mean, Harry is so cute and sweet, and I feel like the emotion that I got realizing he doesn't have a family, and then like he had so many firsts in this book, and Harry was so sweet and kind, and then Ron, so smart, witty, funny as heck. I liked all the personalities in this book because we got so much more areas where we could see them have this personality. Did a lot of things in this video. I was able to do some gaming and level up and get through Hogwarts Legacy more too. Again, I love that video game. I haven't played it in a while. I've been busy, but also I feel bad gaming in the summertime because I'm like, I should be outside. Or if I do game, it's at night. And I haven't been playing that game because it's too cozy. It's too cozy, and then it's like hot outside. So your best bet is I'm going to be playing this like clockwork, and it's going to be the only thing I play. I'm so excited. I also can't wait to complete the game and then be every house. That's my favorite thing. Everyone said if you complete the game to do the game in different houses, because each house has like, I guess, different roles. I heard something about Hufflepuff gets like an Azkaban storyline or something. And I'm a Gryffindor, so I just want to play as a Gryffindor. Like, I'm excited. That's that. Oh my gosh, there was this one bit where Neville was getting bullied by Malfoy, and Malfoy was saying like, you don't deserve to be in Gryffindor, and Harry was like, you're 10 times better than Malfoy, and you deserve to be in Gryffindor. Like, it made my heart so happy. And I know that Neville needed to hear that, you know. Anyways, we played that, and I also got to read it, and I am obviously watching the movie right now. So I am going to finish up this video. So excited to keep having this as a series because, I mean, this is fun. That I read this, the first time I read this was in 2019, and oh my gosh, my Fable would not let me start reading this book. I don't know why. It was kept saying like, oh, you've already read it, and I'm like, I know, but I'm reading it a second time. It was so annoying. So if you saw that on my Fable, I'm sorry. It just would not let me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a like and hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, so every time I post, and you'll be able to see the rest of the series. I think as the series goes as well, especially when we get closer to like more plot points and getting into the plot, is what I'm very excited about, because I've heard there's a lot that they missed in the movies, and I also remember being a little confused in the movies because it wasn't in the movies, you know. So I'm really excited to see how the plot goes in the books, because obviously I've only seen the movies. There's so much more detail in this. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. As the plot progresses, I probably will have a spoiler bits at the ends so that we can kind of talk about it, because we're gonna get into that. So anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.